Guess what? I bought another one of these Nina Ricci apple bottle perfumes. This is another blind buy, and I just sprayed it on for the first time a couple minutes ago, so I can do kind of like a little first impressions video because, spoiler, I think I actually really like this one, and I'm very surprised by it. So yeah, let's take a look. This is again another one of the Belle de Nina line that comes in the apple-shaped bottles, so I've reviewed a couple of them on this channel, and this one is called Nina Rose. It's got this very kind of like sporty looking Nina band across the box. And open this up. So here is this one. It is this very, very pretty kind of milky pink bottle, and then it's got this matte plastic cap and leaves here, very much the color of like a pink rubber eraser in a way that I find pleasing. And then it's got this kind of like elastic sweatbandy thing around the neck of the bottle here. A little goofy, but again, kind of gives it a sporty feel. So, you know, some of the Belle de Nina bottles, they're very like pretty, princessy pretty, and this one is a little bit more graphic, a little bit more casual and sporty in that way, I guess. Even though this is called Nina Rose, it is not a rose perfume. So in this case, they just mean rose as in the French word for pink, presumably. Kind of a confusing name for a perfume where a lot of people would see rose and expect a rose scent, but no, that's not what this is. This is kind of a citrus and white floral scent, and I think I'll put up the notes. It's got a bunch of citruses at the top and some fruit, I believe pear, and then the flowers are orange blossom and jasmine and maybe, well, I mean, you'll see. So I sprayed my arm about 10-15 minutes ago, but I will do a little bit more just to get the top notes again on my hand maybe. Yeah, so this is a super zesty, oh look how wet that is. It's a super zesty citrus at the top. It's the sort of citrus that kind of makes your nose, like it's almost burningly bright and zesty, but I really actually like that in a citrus. Yeah, it like gets right up in your nose and it's just aggressively zesty, but I do like that. My issue with a lot of these Belle de Nina perfumes is they're just so kind of sugary, candy sweet, and this one is sweet too. I mean, arguably you could say it's sort of a candy, but for me it's kind of more like it's really very, it's like a pink lemonade, like maybe kind of some sort of like a lemony popsicle. Something sort of maybe like slightly cold and liquidy and refreshing in the sweetness that is a contrast to kind of like sort of the more caramelly, creamy, vanilla ones in this line. At the top, it is very much this kind of bright, zesty, super sour pink lemonade. Like the kind of pink lemonade where, you know, it's obviously got sugar in it to make it drinkable at all, but it is not too sugary. It is still very much kind of makes your tongue kind of pucker, your lips pucker, your tongue pucker. Can your tongue pucker? You know what I mean? It's just it's got some bite to it, which I really do like. Like pink lemonade, more so made from actual lemons. Like you could imagine there being lemon zest and lemon rind and slices of lemons in there, as opposed to a lemonade that's made from a drink mix or a powder. You know, the fresh lemon, it's got this like edge of greenness in there. Maybe just like a hint of bitterness from the pith too. I really like it. I find it very refreshing. So then farther down, the stuff that I sprayed about 10 minutes ago, you start to get some of the white florals coming in around the edges. There's a little bit of this sort of fuzziness. You know, sometimes orange blossom and jasmine, they take on what to me feels like just a quality that reminds me very much of like actual petals and like a feeling of buzzy bees around and pollen and things like that. Kind of a little bit of a honeyed sweetness that has like a warmth to it, and just the edge of something a little bit savory in that honey. The citrus is still really prominent, even with the white florals coming in, so you haven't lost any of the citrus and the zestiness. Maybe, you know, maybe you poured your pink lemonade inside your kitchen and now you've gone out on a sunny day in the garden and you're starting to get these very naturally sweet petals in the air around you. So those are starting to come into play too. But yeah, basically that super zesty citrus and the petally, fuzzy, honeyed orange blossom and jasmine. Those are kind of like two types of catnip for me, and they're put together in this one perfume. So I am really pleasantly surprised at how much I like this. We'll see how it goes after a full wear. I mean, who knows longevity wise how this will do. I would say it's pretty good projector, at least in the opening within the first, however long I've been wearing this, 15 minutes. I don't know if this is one that you can really overspray. I guess maybe some people might not like the very, very zesty citrus, but I think this would be amazing on a hot day. It's fairly chilly right now. It's kind of an overcast spring day right now, but I'm really liking this. I mean, take that with a grain of salt. I love very zesty, kind of effervescent citruses, and then also love the petally honeyed white flowers. So this is just really so much of what I like. But yes, I'm going to be wearing this today. Maybe I'll come back and update after a couple of hours to see how it's going. But I am shocked at how much I like this one. By far, so far, the best impression I've had from any of these Nina Ricci apple bottle perfumes. And yeah, I'm really excited that I gave this one a try. Not Rose the flower, Rose the color. And the perfumer on this is Olivier Cresp. So if you're a fan of him, maybe you'll be a fan of this too. So there you go. That is first impressions of Nina Rose. In this, I quite like this bottle too, this combination of the milky pink, and I'm kind of a sucker for anything this kind of pale, sort of blushy pink color, so that's probably one reason why I bought it as well, in spite of my poor track record with these Nina apple bottles. But yeah, no, so pleased so far. This could be a win. Yeah, what do you think? Do you want to try this one? Do you have any favorites that remind you of pink lemonade or very bright and zingy citrus perfumes for summer? Let me know in the comments if you do, or if you don't, you can just say hi. That's okay too. Okay, update on how the wear test went. Doesn't really have a lot of longevity. I would say it projected pretty decently for about an hour or so, and then it was still, there's still a bit of a scent bubble for a couple hours. By 3 hours, it was for sure a skin scent that, you'd have to kind of make an effort to smell on your arm. I don't know if it's one of those ones where it's just I couldn't smell it, but other people might be able to. It's not a powerhouse fragrance. I could see it performing better in hot weather. It has been fairly cold, so I'll give it a try again when it's warmer out. But yeah, this is one that you're going to want to top off every few hours, or it's great for days when you think you're going to want to switch it up and you can have kind of a clean slate for your afternoon or evening. So yeah, not a long-lasting perfume, but I still enjoyed wearing it, and I think I will enjoy wearing it more in the summertime. And very nice to have around while it lasted, and something that I don't think I would mind respraying. I got this from Joma Shop, and I paid around $25 for it for the 50 ml bottle, and I think that is certainly a good deal. Not sure it would be as good a value proposition if you're paying, or I feel like I've seen it for like, I don't know if it's 100 ml for more in the $90 range. That's kind of, don't know about that. But if you're into this kind of like very zingy pink lemonade scent with some honeyed white flowers underneath, you're okay with something that you might need to respray, or that something can be a little bit lighter, a little bit closer to the skin, I'd say this is worth for sure giving a shot. Or if you just like this cute pink bottle. And if you can find it for a deal. Don't pay full price for this. Okay, that's the end of the update.